So it's been a while that I have uploaded anything actually. So I'm basically gonna update you guys today. So hi, welcome. My name is Anyeli. I like to subscribe, and comment anything really, but this video is more just to update where I have been for. I don't even know how it was the last time I uploaded. Around the time that I last uploaded my video, I was living somewhere else. As you guys can see the background, even though in that video I was in one specific place, it looks completely different. So after I uploaded that video, I moved out from that place, and I moved in the same state, but I moved in a different area. And when I moved in here, I was still trying to record videos. Actually, that I recorded one video, but this video, for some reason, the fan was on in the back. I'm like, oh, this is no work. But I was editing. I can see that it was very disturbing. And I was still editing. I was still trying to push through. But my life was so busy around that time. I was still trying to go to counseling, which I had to drive out. I was still had to try to find a way to put my son in a daycare so I could start working. And then God led me to apply to college again. So I was trying to do college work, and it was just a lot actually. And at the time, I realizing now the reason why I was so busy, because when God leads you to do something, it's gonna feel busy, but he will give you the grace and the energy and strength to do so. Without knowing, I walked into the enemy's trap, and his delay trap actually, and which it added on to the stress, and like it just added on to what I could have used and get closer to God, make more YouTube videos, and continue doing other things. But honestly, it all worked out for the better, as this video is going to be literally going through the grace walk, because during those months, I've learned a lot more about myself. I learned a lot about God, and I learned about a lot of stuff that I didn't have when I first uploaded that video, even when I recorded the second video, which you guys will never see. Truly lived up to my YouTube name. I lived a true walk with God, showing his grace in every single way. I mean, I got grace to, and I didn't do the things that I wanted to do when I was disobedient, and when I didn't react the way I wanted to, listening to my thoughts and my emotions more than I was listening to God. So really, like, as I would say, is like I genuinely experienced God's grace in every way. I mean, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because I stopped spending as much time with God, and now I'm actually trying to get back into it, because I was still praying, but I wasn't doing what I was doing like a few months ago. So I was actually waking up at 5 in the morning, spending time with him, praying with him, worshiping him, doing all that before my son woke up and I got started in my day. Honestly, he also showed me and told me that it's okay, because I was being not rushed into, but I was being walked into a new season where I'm gonna be much busier, I'm gonna be more protected. And honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be true. I'm gonna move out and I'm gonna just work and that's it. No, I currently, from a few months ago when I first recorded a video, I was not working. My son was not in school. I was basically homeschooling my son, which is still a lot in once, because anybody that's a homeschool mom, you have like 8 jobs, and I was doing a lot, but it was still okay, because I got used to being a homeschool mom. So now I currently go to school, go to the gym, work, and I still take care of my son. He goes to school though, but I still take care of him afterwards. And currently God has been telling me to go back into YouTube. So now, as I officially start rolling this out and putting this in my schedule, I'm going to be doing content creating and other things that he's been speaking to me about. And I also am a church now, and I'm in a group as well. So my life completely changed from that video that I recorded. And I genuinely could say that he showed me grace in all areas. I even fell back into sin during those months, and it was horrible. Like, I never truly, like, even just cursing, because word curses were slipped out my mouth, and I felt horrible. And God gave me grace to forgive me and say, it's okay. I have to take those thought captives and change it, because most of the time when you do a behavior, it's because it already has been brewing in your mind, and you have to be able to continue reflect on your thoughts and change them as soon as it comes. And it's so difficult to do that, because most of our thoughts, we just be thinking without even noticing. So sometimes it is difficult to capture or grab certain thoughts, but just I really, one thing that I've learned is asking the Holy Spirit to help you to recognize these thoughts, and you will catch them as soon as they come. Like literally, when curse words that I see is really like online, I read in my mind, I say the curse words in my mind. So I try not to say the curse words, but it's still difficult because I read in my mind a lot, but I try not to do it. Or sometimes I think the other days I was about to curse and I don't know what happened, the Holy Spirit just, and I said stuff instead of S, the, sugar. Is it sugar, honey, iced tea, with that word? So give me grace to that. But I also fell into lust again. And honestly, like, I felt so bad because not only am I being disobedient, that God was telling me for months to record videos, which I was capable of doing it, but it was like a lot to do. Like, I just didn't have structure. Like, I thought I did, but nah, I wasn't using, how would I say that? Like, I had a routine and structure, but I was not using my time effectively. I was like, I still like, even when I'm thinking about it now, all the things that I'm doing right now, I had the time to do it before, but I was just giving myself excuses because generally speaking, I came into a place where I was in survival mode all the time, and then moved to a place where I'm actually feel safe to be myself. And when you feel safe for the first time, you really just want to relax and be comfortable. But I did pray to God a month ago, probably a year ago, to not let me be comfortable, to always make me uncomfortable so I could continue pursuing and continue growing. And he's definitely has done that, because even when I was trying to be comfortable, he was like, no. I felt I was disobedient, I was being lazy, I was being slothful, I was being very prideful, and I fell into sin as well. And I have a very speaking death, basically. So all that happened within the time span of my last upload. And God truly showed me grace and helped me in each every way, because I was trying to do everything by myself. As that video, I think I explained it in that video, that I was trying to do everything by myself. Like, I mean, everything by myself. And now thinking about it, did I ever upload that second video? In the second video that hopefully you guys will be able to see, I recently spoke about that I was trying to do everything by myself. And that comes from always having to be independent. Like, I grew before my age, and I had to be independent of myself and somebody else. So I never truly had the gift and the freedom to ask for somebody for help. So I really came down to, during those months, to really just asking God for everything. Like, help me to stop cursing, help me to stop having lustful thoughts, because during those months that females go through, is very tough, because your body desires to do a certain act, but that cannot be done before marriage. So it really does gets really difficult in those times. And he also helped me why I wasn't recording, because the main reason why I did not upload simply is because I was giving myself excuses and I didn't want to. I was more of like, it's just too much for me, I can't do it, why would I do it, giving God really excuses. And he really had to really be check me and really be loving and convict me so many times. And he basically showed me that I was being prideful, because if God gave me the gift and the job to start doing YouTube, to teach, to preach, to do whatever, basically, but if he's telling me you need to do YouTube, you need to start doing content creating, and I'm like, no, because I don't want to be seen, that's prideful. Because now I'm thinking that my fear of being seen, it's higher than what God told me to do. And it really, I didn't know it was pride at first, and he had to check me, and I had to continuously pray, I had to fast and really get over that. And I just told God, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And I was planning on it, because I have to plan. I can't just do something out the blue and then not do everything I have to do. So I planned for it the beginning of, I really planned for 2-3 months ago, but September really when I was really planning on it, writing what videos I should do and ideas, because I'm like, I have no idea what I should do and what should I upload. I have no idea. He answered my prayer, of course, but at first I'm like, I don't know. So I still started planning on it, and then slowly but surely, I still didn't find time for it. It was just difficult. Now that I'm actually applying and can recognize when I'm giving myself an excuse, I'm like, no, I have to just start, because God actually told me that I was so busy planning but not doing. It's good to plan, but What good is doing all that planning if you're not actually gonna do it? And I'm gonna tell you, I have in my notes, I plan videos for YouTube, plan videos for my my Instagram, where I watch it, like actually want to start uploading. I even have, like, in just last week, I wrote, not last week, this past weekend, which will be, if this is October 16th, isn't it? I did this list October 12th. It was basically October 16th, the Sunday of that week. I started planning on what I'm gonna upload. Even though I was supposed to record this video Monday, I didn't. It's Thursday. God still gave me grace. Like, it's okay. Like, I was thinking in my head, like, dang, I did not record a video. He was like, it's okay. Just make sure you still do it. And that right there is grace. These couple of months, God has been working in me and removing pridefulness, removing a lot of things. I even came to find out that the reason why Christians fell into sin is because we lack slothfulness and pride. And I didn't think, like, I'm like, how am I prideful? Because I'm like, I have shed everything that I can. I'm very selfless. I try to be humble. Like, how am I still prideful? And I still was, because I'm like, I'm not uploading anything. Like, you know, I was very stiff-necked towards him, which, like, if God tells me to do something, it's because he knows I can do it. He's gonna give me the strength, that, like, he's gonna give me everything I need to do this. Even if I don't have what I need to begin with, if I just show him my obedience, he's gonna basically say, you know what, you listen to me, here you go. And this is my moment right now that, listen, I need to be obedient and listen to. My focus is being obedient to God and really just helping others, because the point of me creating this channel was to show people the grace walk, that it's literally a everyday walk of, you know, battling your flesh and your spirit and following God, and how to make time, especially for the moms out there, like how to do that. Like, how do I pray? How do I follow God? How do I surrender? Like, that was the whole point of the grace walk, to really show the truth behind the things that we have to do and shine the light on that, and ultimately teach others and help them, as I'm also teaching and helping myself. Like, those months that I did not record would have been perfect videos, because I went through so much. I could have helped others, but once again, I was being prideful, and I didn't think about it. I was thinking about everybody else, but I was doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that God really had to tell me, like, you're being prideful. And I fell into sin. Every single time I did, he was always very kind and forgiving. And specifically with lust, I think the last time I fell into lust, which wasn't that even long ago, don't feel bad, but I did feel bad at first. I'm like, how am I walking with God? And I fell into that, like, come on now. But I get it. It's because I was being lazy and being prideful. And then I saw it actually in my Instagram, which is one of the main reasons of why I wasn't using my time effectively, because I was always on Instagram. And I had to admit, I was addicted to Instagram. It's like, oh my gosh, there's always something new on Instagram. But I had to take a step back and, like, discipline myself and break away from my addiction. Even now, I still struggle, but I had to break away. It's like, who do I love more? You know, God or Instagram? Because Instagram literally was idolizing Instagram. And I was like, I can't do that. So you know what? Even though as much as I enjoy it, I love God more. And I had to, like, separate myself and give myself time. And, like, when I'm on there too much, I had to tell myself, okay, that's it. Like, it's done. Or I time myself so I can continue being disciplined and not overindulge in that, because you can, and every sin you can overindulge in it if you have no discipline and boundaries. So he showed me that. And then it's like, I was on Instagram, of course. There's like this reel that says, like, you know, the root of lust is pride and laziness. And I was like, wait, what? And then he was explaining. Honestly, I feel so bad that I'm saying this. Hopefully I can be able to tag the video in the description below so you guys can actually see it. Because I don't want to speak on this person that wrote it and took the time to write this and make the video, and I'm not giving them credit. Like, no, I can't do that. So he basically wrote on the caption that basically when David, he fell into sin with Bathsheba. I'm not sure I'm saying her name right, but when he fell into sin with her, he was supposed to be at, you know, in the front lines with his men, and he was supposed to be fighting that day, or he was supposed to be doing that something that day. And when he, you know, but he stayed back and he fell asleep, something like that, but he stayed back. And when he came out from his room or his palace, he saw Bathsheba, you know, naked, washing up, and he fell into sin. And then that sin caused him to feel like that she's mine, to the point that he sent people to kill her husband and say that you're mine. That pride, that's pride. Like, look, I want this and I'm gonna get it, and I don't care who it affects, I don't care who gets hurt, that's mine. And that's really what pride is. It's like, I don't care for nobody else, I only care for myself. So that was one aspect of it. And the laziest is that he didn't go out to fight with his men. And I was like, when I told you God clocked me, he clocked me. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I cannot give you any excuses. You know me better than I know myself. You know my heart, you know my mind. You know what? I'm giving you excuses. And then I think that was the turning point where I said, you know what? I don't want to fall into lust no more. What do I have to do to change it? And in every other sin, yeah, I've struggled with it, but it was so, I wouldn't say easy, because it still has its difficulties. Through God, it was easy to let go of the other sins, even if I still struggle with a few of them afterwards. But the one that I've always struggled has been lust. Like greed, okay. Pride, I mean, obviously I struggled with it a long time. Like all these deadly sins, the worst one that I've dealt like the one that was so strong was lust. And I thought it was okay. Like, even to the point that, oh, it's okay to think lustful thoughts of your husband. No, it's not. It's not. And it was up to that point I realized, if I have a strong problem with lust, and we are going to have it because we all have desires to, multiply, but it's about how you use your time. And then once I took a step back, I'm like, oh, I'm battling with lust so much and, struggle with this because I am still being prideful and I am being lazy. And, through another grace walk with God, I feel like my heart posture is very different in the beginning. I want to do this not for myself or, to glorify myself or to get justification, validation. God, from the last time to now, I could care less what man has to say. Like before, I'd be like, oh, what if somebody say this? What if somebody from school try to find my video? What if my parents or my brother find my videos? You know what? I said, I can't be thinking like that, because what if those people that I'm so scared of receiving validation from is the same people that I called to help and to save? So I had to let that go. And at first I'm like, oh my gosh, why? But I had to let that go. So now I'm in a space where I don't care for men's validation. I don't care what people got to say. All I care at the end when I meet God is that to hear him say, what a faithful servant you were or are. That's all I want to say. And truly, even though I may struggle with some things that he be saying, because I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? That's insane. But I really do desire to hear that from God. I want to be in heaven with him, and I don't want to feel guilty or regret because I didn't do what I didn't do. Imagine if he shows me all the impact that I could have done when I pass away, and I didn't do that. I think that would break me, because it's there's people that need to be saved. And because I want to be so much in pride, I don't want to do that. And I think that's when I started thinking that I said, I can't keep doing this. So today I'm not really going to speak nothing specific or anything like that. But I am just basically saying, I'm back. And hopefully I am going to be uploading every week. Really, that is my goal. If it changes, which I hope not, because I really want to stay in structure and boundaries and really stay to routine, I'm still going to upload videos. But I'm starting out and I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically, I have a plan, but only God could be able to make that and help me with that. I'm going to come back to YouTube, and next video I'll be talking more of anything more structurally and more something that points to God and biblical teaching, basically, or basically my basically teaching, making disciples out of nation initially, actually. So, but yes, just basically what I want to say, that I generally experienced the grace walk with God, and I'm so happy to share now episode that I have with the experiences that I've gone through in the past and now currently. So thank you so much for watching this video. And of course, I pray that God helps you in everything that you're going through, and helps you with anything that you're battling, because just know that you are not alone. And I pray that this video helps you feel understood and welcome into that I'm not alone going through this, and I can get back up and continue going. So as every video that you guys see, thank you so much for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what videos you would like to watch in the future. it will give me an idea to what you guys would like to watch. So thank you so much and have a great day.
Yeah, it's time to slide. I'm in here with angels, super deep, got Bible on my side. They say my God ain't the truth, like run that by me on